Speaking of one of the good guys, the beautiful red-faced Rusty Reed joins us on the phone. Rusty, the play-by-play voice for WLIJ Jax Radio. And Rusty, I got a chance to listen to your broadcast some tonight, and you did a great job.
Well, thank you, Weave. I'll get your check in the mail on that. I appreciate it.
Did I read it just like you wrote it?
Just, you left one word out, but I won't penalize you for that.
Oh, darn it! I better hurry. That check won't be alive by the time I get it to the bank. Big win tonight for Shelbyville. Laverne made it close late, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, they kept it nip and tuck. I mean, we went up 15-0, and then they scored right before the half, cut it to 15-7, and then we came out and we scored in the third. They cut it back again, and had the football with basically 2.5-3 minutes left on the clock, and Shelbyville was able to Golden Eagle defense was able to stop them and on a fourth down and get the ball back and then run the clock out. So just a big win tonight for Shelbyville.
I haven't looked at the schedule for you guys next week. What are you looking at next week?
We have the University of Bath next week.
Oh, do you now? Is that going to be
yes.
Is that going to be a home on the living room couch game for you?
Well, it will be a game not at the football field. I can promise you
that. You're going to enjoy not having to lug equipment for 1 week, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be it's a nice break, man. It comes at a good time. 5 weeks in, you got 5 weeks left. It comes at a good time on the season.
All right. It sounded like that Cunningham and Eddings both had good nights. And Eddings, it seemed like, listening to you, didn't he have some big plays on defense?
He had some huge plays on defense. He played well on both sides of the ball. He didn't have a great first half. He came out in the second half, though, and picked up 97 yards in the second half and finished with 120 on the night. We had 230 yards on the ground. Mason had 130 yards in the air, and just a good night offensively. I do want to brag on the Golden Eagle defense because here we are facing a Laverne team that really came out tonight and did things a lot different than they've done all season long. This was a team that had passed the ball 22 times on the season. Tonight they threw 25 times.
Wow!
So they really came out. Golden Eagle defense held them to 168 yards total rushing. That's what Nick Jones was averaging a game. So just a great overall effort on both sides of the football.
All right. Rusty, we appreciate it as always. We need to get away for a break, but appreciate you joining us, and enjoy the week off, okay?
Hey, we'll do it. By the way, we come back from the bye with Lincoln County at home, so that's a big game. So everybody come on out to Eagle Stadium.
All right, Rusty, safe trip home, okay?
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
That is Rusty
Bye-bye.
Reed of WLIJ Jax Radio. Joining us here on the scoreboard edition of Friday Night Thunder.